Okay, so it is time for us to take matters into our own hands. If you have lost a job, if you have lost your job, I need you to listen to me and listen to me very closely. Number one, don't panic, pray. Do not panic. I need you to pray. You need all of the power that God has in store for you. And you cannot worship the enemy with your fear and God with your faith at the same time. You must choose a side. And right now, I am telling you, I have been there. I have done that. And I want you, we need you to pick a side. And that side is faith. So I do not want you to panic. We need you to pray. Number two, take a look at everything that you have to pay and write it down. Write everything down. Write down your rent, your light, your gas, your cell phone, your memberships, your subscriptions, your nail appointment, your hair appointment, everything. We need to know exactly what is going on, because let me tell you something. The economy is not reliable. People are not reliable, but mathematics is extremely reliable. 1 + 1 = 2. And if your stuff adds up to 5, then it's going to be a problem. So we need to know what your math looks like so we can make a realistic plan. Number 3, after you write everything down, you are going to check off everything that is not absolutely necessary. Check off everything that is not necessary. Now, I know you want to get your hair done, but go, you see what I got on? Honey, this is the cutest wig they got out. Go get you a wig, okay? Because trying to get your hair braided and trying to get the sew in and trying to get all that kind of stuff, we don't have money for that right now. And even if we do have money for that, we need to put that money away for our emergency fund, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I need you to go get you a wig or something like that, or cut it all off, or whatever you got to do. But it should not cost you a lot of money. Your nails, all of those kinds of things, we're going to have to move back a little bit so we can move forward a lot in the future. So we want to check off everything that absolutely is not essential. The next thing I want you to do is to look at the things that are left. I know you have to pay your rent, but do you have to live there? I know you have a mortgage payment, but I need you to call me, reach out to me before you miss that first mortgage payment. Because if you miss that mortgage payment, I cannot help you. But if you know coming in 30 days or 60 days that you're not going to have enough money, I need you to reach out to me now, because it's quite possible that you may be able to skip 2 or 3 mortgage payments, okay? But if you wait until after you miss the payment and you're 30 days late, then I cannot help you. So you got to speak up right now, because there is no shame now. There is no shame. The next thing that I want you to do, is to call each one of your creditors. Call every single creditor that you have, one by one. You're going to need a spiral notebook or a journal, because I want you to write down every single thing that you say and they say. I need you to ask for a name, an ID number, and then ask them, do they have any programs available for people who have lost their job? If they answer you in the affirmative, then great. If they say no, then ask to speak to their boss and their boss and their boss. Your job is to get to the decision maker. Your job is to get to the highest paid executive. The highest paid executive is who you want to ask for. And you want to ask for a deferment, which means they're going to delay your payments for a while. You want to ask for a forbearance, which means they may take your payments and add them at the end. You want to ask for anything that will not impact your credit report. Anything that will not impact your credit report, okay? The next thing you want to do, and especially for your car loan or any installment loans or your student loans, or if you've got a furniture bill, you definitely want to ask for that deferment or that forbearance or anything that might help you in this time, okay? You got to ask, and you got to take notes. And if they tell you they will call you back, if they tell you I'll talk to you tomorrow, we'll check on it, then put the date. And then ask them, when you're on the phone with them, ask them, have you recorded this entire conversation in my notes? I know you've recorded it on the system or on the cloud, but have you placed notes about my specific situation in the file in your system so that the next person I talk to knows where we left off, because I don't want to have to start all over again. Let me tell you something. I'm about to lose my mind up in here. And one thing I cannot do is keep repeating myself over and over again. Okay. I cannot keep repeating myself over and over again. So make sure you ask them to place the comments in your notes. The next thing I want you to do is to go and ask for every kind of assistance that they have out. Okay. You might not need to go get some food stamps. I've been there, done that. You might need to go get the free water, whatever they passing out. Okay. You need to go and get it. Now is not the time to be ashamed, and now is not the time to be worried about what people think. Because let me tell you something, if they are not going to pay your bills, we don't care what they think, okay? If they're not paying your bills or offering you money or offering you an opportunity, then we do not care what they think. It is time for us to take matters into our own hands. The next thing I want you to do is take a look around at all your stuff. Do you need all of that stuff? You might need to sell some stuff, okay? You might need to sell some purses. You might need to sell some shoes. You might need to sell some wallets. You might need to sell some clothes. You might need to do it. Put it on eBay, InBay, OutBay, whatever kind of bay they got, okay? You might need to sell some of that stuff, okay? All right? And I know we have faith, and I know we believe things are going to turn around. And I know we think that everything is going to work out, but we don't know what's happening right now today. So you got to make the next best decision. And that's the decision that is immediately in front of you. Sell some of that stuff. The next thing you want to consider, do I want to move in with somebody? Okay, I know you grown. I know you've been doing what you do and smoking what you smoke. Okay, or whatever it is that you're doing. I'm not judging any of that. That ain't what I'm talking about right now. But right now, let me tell you something. You don't need to be smoking nothing, because we need a clear mind for everything. You don't need to be drinking nothing, because you need all of your faculties working all the time. You don't need to be laying up with nobody, because if they ain't got no money for you to pay your bills, then guess what? They need to be working and looking for a job too. So you might need to move in with somebody. Your privacy is not your primary concern right now. Your privacy is not your primary concern. Getting back on your feet and not sinking all the way down to the bottom of the barrel, that is your priority right now. Okay, so we want to make sure we are doing all the things that we can do to get to the next level. And this is the last thing. I save the best for last. I save the best for last. If you have lost your job, I'm going to help you until you find another one. I need you to go to asklyn.org. And when you type in the comments, say, help, I have lost my job. Help, I have lost my job. I'm going to put you in every class that you need. I'm going to teach you how to start a home-based business. I'm going to teach you how to build your business credit. I'm going to teach you how not to lose your credit. I'm going to teach you how to get your spending addiction under control. I'm going to teach you how to get your mind under control. And let me tell you something. When you get in these classes, I need you in class every single day. Every day. Every day. Okay, 10 toes down, no days off, every single day. And don't worry, I'm not going to come look for you, but I might send you a text message. Okay, because I know in these times you might get down, you might get discouraged. You take 2 steps forward and 5 steps backward. But I'm telling you that the enemy cannot win, that you already have the victory. The harvest is here and the time is now, and it is your season to win. We cannot let what's happening around us confuse us and make us think that our God is not working on our behalf right now. The Bible says that he will bless you exceedingly and abundantly, more than you can ever ask or imagine, according to his power at work in you. But you got to let it work. You've got to let the power work. It has to work in you. And that means you got to work it. Okay, so let's go over this checklist again. Go to asklyn.org if you need help because you have lost your job. Now, when you say you need the help, I'm going to ask you for the information to prove it, okay? So if you know that you do not need this help, don't come infringing on the people who actually really need it, okay? This is for the people who have lost their jobs, do not have any income coming in, or the income is so scattered you don't know what to do. But let me tell you something. You got to learn the rules of the game, and you got to play the game by the rules. And in these times, every other community of people, they come together. This is our time to come together. This is my time, my season to show you what you are made of, what we are made of, and we're going to do this together. In Jesus' name, let's go. It's time to reap.